Director, Persson Gripkow, who will talk a little bit about Swedavia's strategy and see, does this connect in any way with what we've just heard from Michael here. So the floor is yours.
And it sure does. For those of you who don't know Swedavia, I'm Persson Gripkow, Marketing Director of Swedavia. And Swedavia is a state-owned company that governs and owns 10 airports in Sweden. Everything from Kiruna in the north to Malmö Airport in the south, from Gothenburg Landvetter Airport in the west to Visby Airport in the east. In 2013, we had more than 33 million passengers in our airport, and that was an increase by 4% compared to 2012. Our aim and our task is to deliver the accessibility that Sweden needs as a country, to make businesses profit from the accessibility, and also to make people meet all over the world. Stockholm Arlanda being the greatest airport in the portfolio, with more than 20 million passengers yearly, increased last year by 7% in international traffic, which was a fantastic figure. And actually, this was the third time in a row where Arlanda had its record high passenger number. And looking into the numbers for 2014, we actually see that accumulated for May, we see this continued development, and we cross our fingers for 4th time in a row. Stockholm Arlanda is giving a fantastic economic impact to the region. It gives actually 22 billion Swedish kronor to the gross regional product, which is a fantastic figure and up 20% since 2008. And if we count every 1 million new passengers that come into the airport, we can see that this delivers more than 1 billion Swedish kronor to the gross regional product. And as we heard before, more than 1,200 employment possibilities to the region. So therefore, every new passenger is really important for the region. But what we can see in the future is that the global number of passengers will actually double within the coming 15 years. And this is, of course, driven by the globalization and by the middle class increasing, especially in the BRIC countries. We need to take advantage of this as being a country that is very dependent on foreign trade. We think that Sweden will be able to get a bigger pace of this increasing cake. And Stockholm, being the largest city in Scandinavia and one of the major business hubs in Northern Europe, has a great possibility to do so. But Stockholm Arlanda is an underserved airport, and Stockholm region is an underserved region. What we need to do is to increase the accessibility to Stockholm. Only 18% of the people traveling on intercontinental flights go directly to their final destination from Stockholm. This is something we have to change, not only because we have the task to deliver the accessibility, but also we can save 100,000 working hours for businesses, for organization, and for everybody traveling within the world by doing so. So what is Swedavia as the airport company doing in order to meet the future? Our vision and our market position, which we have set up, is actually to make Stockholm Arlanda the capital airport of Scandinavia. Stockholm is the capital of Scandinavia, but Stockholm Arlanda Airport is not the capital airport of Scandinavia. This is something we have to change. We have seen Copenhagen growing at a faster pace than we have. We have seen Helsinki aiming at the Asian travelers, and we can see Oslo Airport being a greater and bigger airport than we are. We need to change that, and that's our aim for 2024, where we set this goal to become the capital airport of Scandinavia. And what does that mean? That means that we should be the leading airport in Scandinavia. We should have the greatest numbers of passengers in Scandinavia and the Nordic countries. We should have the biggest growth of these airports, both in aviation and in non-aviation business, which we talked about, the real estate business, the commercial business. We need to grow that in order to infuse investments into the terminal development. We also need to secure that we have an optimized customer satisfaction. The passengers should be pleased and looking forward to visiting our airport. It should not just be transport to the airplane. So this is our vision, our aim for 2024, and something that we build on in order to make it happen. And this picture you have seen on the right-hand side of you here, this is our vision, how the airport is going to look like. And I can see the airport director, Charlotte Westin, shining when he's talking about this happening, about the new pier coming up, the Pier G, the new baggage system, the new Terminal 2 happening, the new Roslagsbanan coming into the airport, and the development of Sky City with all the office buildings that will deliver all the new passengers and all the new accessibility with this communicating combination of the businesses being installed at the airport and that delivering also new routes. So we right now have 60,000 passengers per day at the airport, and there's 20,000 employees working at the airport daily. And we can see in the future we should go from 20 to 35 million passengers within 30 years at Stockholm Arlanda Airport. And we think with this investment, it will make it happen. We have, in Swedavia, we have the intention of investing 13 billion Swedish kronor into the airport area to make this happen, to make the vision a reality. So, Swedavia as a company, we have 5 focus areas to make this happen and how we are contributing to make Stockholm Arlanda the capital airport of Scandinavia. First, we need to deliver a strong offering, and that we cannot do by ourselves. I think a lot of the participants that I've talked before have shown their interest and their will to participate for the growth of the airport. We have seen the business community talking, we have seen the region talking, and we have seen the city talking about their support to make this happen. And to have a strong route development, we need the support of the region and a great connectivity for the future. The second point is actually a competitive position, and we at Swedavia work with a focused and prioritized route development where we have strategic airlines where we see potential for the future, and we also see opportunities with airlines coming in. I think that Michael mentioned something that we absolutely do not want to happen to Stockholm Arlanda Airport, that we are not the leaders of our route development. That is something that we try to do by prioritization and focusation, by giving a competitive offer to the airlines, having a competitive price, where we are currently 15% lower than our competitors. We think that's a driver for growth, and we also have a fantastic incentive program for them when they establish business at the airport. But we need the region, we need the city to support us as well. Sorry. Third point, more efficient operations. We were talking about the investments at the airport, something that is crucial for having smooth and simple flows at the airport so that people pass check-in, they pass security very smoothly, so that Stockholm Arlanda is a consumer-friendly airport where airlines want to establish themselves and where passengers look forward to visiting the airport. We also need to work, like Carl said before, on increased intermodality. We have the commuter train coming into the airport, we have the Arlanda Express, we have the Uppsala Upptåget, and in the future, of course, we want the Roslagsbanan to be part of the intermodality of Stockholm Arlanda Airport. I think that's crucial for also securing that people want to work at the airport and to build for the real estate development of the airport as well. Finally, a better customer experience is something that is also crucial, and a promise that Todavia gives to the passengers and to the airlines, something that we worked on since the very beginning when Swedavia was created. We have delivered a customer satisfaction which has increased from 68% to 74% in 1 year, and our aim is during 2024 2014 to reach 80% customer satisfaction at our airports at Swedavia, and that's something that we think that we will be able to reach, and that's optimal to have an attractive airport for the future. So to conclude, Swedavia is definitely committed to build on this cooperation with the region, with the business society, and with the city to make Stockholm Arlanda the capital airport of Scandinavia. And we think that building new routes is also encouraging the real estate development, the commercial development, and that is also encouraging new routes. So we want to build on this positive correlation and invite and continue working with the region in doing so. Thank you.
Thank you very much.